Hello, Wilder Wildcats. Welcome to the news on WWOA for Friday, March 6th. I am Maverick, and my co-anchor for today is Aubrey.
Thank you, Maverick. Hello, Wildcats.
Mrs. Masterson's class is here to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Wilder's mocking and roar today. Would everyone please stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please have a seat and let's get ready for the day with our mindful minute. Let's all say our pledge together. I shall demonstrate respect for myself and others, ownership of my choices and behavior, achievement to reach my personal goals, and responsibility for my actions and my learning.
Thanks to Moses, Yair, Bobby, Harper, and Estelle, and Cora from Mrs. Masterson's class. Now, let's go to Aubrey for announcements and news.
Thank you, Maverick. Hello, Wildcats. I am Aubrey. We would like to wish a happy birthday to those celebrating. March 4th, Miss Alford. March 5th, Christine L. and Miss Kaylin. March 6th, Harlan C. March 8th, Kyler A. and Caduce Y. We would like to welcome Ms. Martin next for Ms. Martin's memorable mentions.
It's been a fabulous week here at our school, and I'm coming to you with some memorable mentions. First of all, did you know that March is Women's History Month? This is personally one of my favorite months. So I've got some did you know. Lucille Ball, while she was an undeniable light on screen, and I love Lucy, Lucille Ball was an extremely powerful figure off camera as well. She was the first woman to own a major studio called Desilu Productions. And if you don't know who Lucille Ball is, I bet somebody at home does. You should go home and ask them about it. Quick recall, they are undefeated in league play. They finished out the season with matches against Cane Run. They have been amazing. I can't wait to see how they do in Mayor's Cup. Basketball, our boys won this past weekend against Cochrane. Great job. And we've got our students of the week coming to us from first grade. From Miss Kissick's class, we have Henry. From Miss Kalen's class, we have Victoria. And from Miss Boer's Elders class, we have Carson. They are all prepared and resilient learners. Way to go. Let's talk about some more. I got to celebrate some classes this week. Let's see who they were. So I got to celebrate Miss Musser's class. They had the highest number of tokens, and Miss Kalen and Miss Hatfield, they had the biggest jump in tokens. Way to go. I can't wait to see who I celebrate next week. And do you know that we have had a total of 1,731 tokens so far? I bet the 5th grade could write that in expanded form, and I bet other grades could too. Way to go for being so awesome. And the posters that everybody brought in for our Inclusivity Week were amazing. It was so great to see everybody signing the poster on weekend. Wilder truly is a wonderful school. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Martin. Next up is Dr. Owens with Owning It with Owens.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you all always catch me when I'm not ready. Oh my gosh. Well, good morning, Wilder Wildcats. It's March, which means it's time for March Madness, but that is not about basketball. It is about something more important, which is how we roar. It's time for a roar ramp up. That means we are turning up our expectations, not because we're in trouble or because we've done something wrong, but because we know we can do even better. Let's remind ourselves what the roar means. R is for respect. O is for owning your choices. A is for focusing on achieving those goals. And then R is for taking responsibility for our actions and our learning. This month, we are going to focus in even closer. We're going to make sure we're respecting each other in all areas. The hallway, the cafeteria, the bus, the classroom. We're going to make sure that we're using responsible behavior, owning mistakes without excuses, and that we're ready the first time directions are given. We're not lowering the bar, we are raising it, because Wildcats don't just coast in the spring, we grow. That's all I have for you today. I got some practicing to do. Bye.
Finally, today, Miss Denton will be sharing her words of wisdom.
Good morning, staff and students. Great to see you all this morning. We have had a rainy week, but we've had all kinds of happy, exciting, sunny things going on here at Wilder. So for the month of March, we are talking about fairness. So here are my words of wisdom for today. We all prejudge things, like deciding that broccoli is bad before we ever taste it. Prejudging any person is a mistake because all human beings are unique and unrepeatable. No two people, regardless of race, religion, or appearance, are the same. For example, have you ever seen someone in a wheelchair and immediately made a judgment about that person's life? Most of us have. Think about this. What if that person in the wheelchair were Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientific geniuses in the world? Stephen Hawking has a serious disease. He has no use of his arms or legs, but his mind is totally awesome. Despite his disease, he's lived a full and productive life as a husband, father, and scientist. So anytime you catch yourself prejudging someone because of his or her appearance, religion, race, or even disability, remember these words from Henry David Thoreau. It is never too late to give up your prejudices. Boys and girls, I want you to think about some of the things that we had going on this week here at Wilder. On Wednesday, we celebrated inclusion. This entire week, we talked about, we signed our pledge that we are going to be inclusive of everyone, and that is our pledge, and that's what's important to us. And we've talked about that in guidance. So I thought today's words of wisdom were very fitting for what we have been talking about and focusing on here at school this week. Also, we had our International Delight Night last night, and we were celebrating all the different cultures that we have here at Wilder. And so we were celebrating all the uniqueness of all of our students and staff and families here at Wilder. With something to think about, this is Miss Stinson. Make it a Wilder wonderful day or not. The choice is always yours. Have a fabulous weekend.
Thank you, Miss Stinson. Now let's go back to Maverick.
Thank you, Aubrey, Mrs. Stinson, Dr. Owen, and Mrs. Martin. Thanks for watching WWOA. We will see you next week. And let's all say our motto together. Wilder Wildcats always do their best.